Today I have been told or asked by Clerico Edits how do you do your line art, and so that's what I'm going to be telling you today. I'm going to be doing a speed lapse of me doing my line art, and I'll also be doing like a time lapse of basically how I do an edit. I've wanted to do one of these, but then I'm just like, can't be bothered. But now I can be bothered because I know people want it, or someone wants it at least. And so, yes. Also, about the I Dare You thing, I'm sorry that's be taking so long, but it's going to come out sometime this week. Probably from Wednesday to Friday. I've almost finished the second episode. It's just taking way longer since I've been wanting to try out a mini movie and things like that. So, yeah, let's get right on to the video. Hi, so basically for an edit, first I obviously go into Get Your Life. Sorry, I forgot to change her name. And I pick a character out. I'm thinking of doing her, but I won't because I do way too many girls. Aww. Anyway, so today I'm doing a guy called Mallow, which is actually a flower. I didn't even know that. But yeah, I import my photo and I do it original size. I make it the size that I want, and then I get rid of the background. I then duplicate the layer and turn it around. Make them both around 50%, and then I can start doing the line art. This is front facing, by the way. So basically I do two different layers. I do one the head and one the body. Normally I have the stabilizer at 4. Here's the difference between stabilizer 4 and 0. But basically what I do is going to get a lot faster. So yeah. But what I use is a 2.3 brush, a 2.3 calligraphy brush. I'm pretty sure it was the calligraphy one. It's the second one down, and I use it as hard. I keep these like, I use 2.3, 3.3, 8.3, and 14.3. But for front facing, you basically want to make it symmetrical. So mainly it's all the same, except it's not all the same because on this one it wouldn't be all the same since one eye is covering. We don't want both eyes to be covered, do we? But basically on either one, that same eye is gonna be covered, so yeah. What I'm trying to go for is, as you can see on the left side, is I'm going for kind of him looking kind of sad, but his body's facing you, but his head's looking away. On the right side, I'm already onto the eyes, but I'm not right now. On the left side, I'm not on the I'm on the eyes, but on the right side, I'll get into more detail on the eyes later. The body mainly, I feel like, is the hardest part because it's annoying because you have to pick out how the clothing's gonna look, which I find quite annoying, and on the left is the end product. But on the right, yeah, now it's gone. Now I can actually zoom in and you guys can see it better. So for the clothing, it's quite hard because I don't know, because they both have to be exactly the same on the clothing. And the clothes is basically what makes it look front facing. It's the clothes and the legs mainly. The head, you can make the head look either way. It's mainly the body that makes it look front facing. But for the legs, I always go on the outer legs because the outer legs for me is much easier because it just looks like it's looking straight at you. And for this pose, it's quite hard to get both of the outer legs because of how far away they are from each other. But in the end, I can make it work, and probably so can you. You can't forget the X's. Now here I made a mistake by doing both arms. I get rid of that very, very soon. Because now it has 2 arms. That looks quite funny. But yeah, now that's basically the line art, and now I'm going to move on to the eyes. For me, the eyes are my favourite bit. Sorry about this, I went to go get some food. Here we go, now I'm back. For the eyes, I get on... Oh, I'm not done yet, apparently. Why am I not done yet? Alright. I messed some stuff up here, and here I'm trying to explain, even though you can't even see it, that there's like different sides, that it's the left side on the head that's the photo, but then it's the right side on the body that's the photo, and then the other way around for the other photo. So now you have a full-on line art, and you can go on to the eyes. I get Dip Pen Hard at 14, Stabilize at 10, and I turn on... I forgot what it's called. I turn on the little thing underneath it. Text appear here. And I turn it on to the sharp one. I make sure that the start of the pen and the end of the pen is at 0, and I get the cylinder, I don't even know if it's a cylinder, I get that ruler, I don't know how to say it, and then I do 3.4 for the actual eye, and then go up to like 14 or 8 for the normal eye, to colour in the eye. And I just realised I've been talking for over 5 minutes now, I'm so sorry. But yeah, then I get the normal colour, I end up fixing all the stuff up so it looks like an eye. I then get it to look actually normal. Yeah, then get Coraline in it, and I get a very dark version, and I put it, and it gets lighter the further you go down, and then at the very bottom you do a very light, blur it, and then add the pupil. Normally you can use the cylinder, I don't even know if it's a cylinder, or that, and then you can just blur it. Try and make it small so it doesn't take up the whole room, but that's how it looks for mine. Normally I just do that, blur it, looks like an eye. Then you need to add the highlights, try not to make them so big so that they don't take up the whole eye. Then normally I add stars, but for the one that I'm zoomed in now I use that for girls, and so that one I use for boys. Surprisingly, I hardly ever do boy edits because they're so hard for me, because I prefer doing girl edits. No, I'm not sexist. Then you colour in the eye, and as you can see from the selection, there's a pixelated outside. So you match up the eye, and then you get rid of the cylinder outline using a ruler. Yes, it's going to be annoying because you have a lot of layers on the eye. My hamster's moving, I am sorry. It's the middle of the night for you. Still moving, okay, midnight snack. But yeah, so now you have the eyes properly done, and you can add, and now you have the time to add the white bit to the eye. I completely forgot about that bit when I was doing it, and now. You could then realize that maybe there's some stuff that went outside of the eye that you didn't want or need. That's what happened to me, so I erased it. And now you can add it all together, and that's basically the done product. You can sort out the eye, and to make another eye, you can just duplicate the layer at the start, and boom, you have 2 eyes. Don't need 2 eyes because one of the eyes is covered. And yeah, now is just like a couple things. That was it, skiers, and then there was another one. This is a thing for another thing. Bushhead, Hamilton, a lot of other things, and then I have Anita, blah 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 blah, yeah, and then it's skier again. Oh my goodness, her name's Claire Ricardo. I'm so sorry. But if you guys like that video, then you can comment down below if you want any more tutorials on how I do stuff. I'm making another one on how I edit.